guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be testing out and wearing for the full day the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 40. I tried this on the other day and I tried it over top of my Emborium Color Correct cream, and after like 1 hour it was pilling and my face was super dry. So I'm not sure if it was the skin tint or if it was the mixture of them both. So today I'm going to give it a fair try. I'm going to follow the directions that are on the website, which is to use your fingers. The other day I used a beauty sponge, and I think that also it kind of lacked coverage because of the beauty sponge. So today we're going to give it a full, fair review and wear it for the full day and see what happens at the end of the day. It is, right now, it is 1:08 p.m. I actually woke up late, took the kids to school, did a workout, had a shower, kind of got ready. And then I also made myself a Starbucks drink with my new Breville Barista espresso machine. I just made the brown sugar oat chicken espresso that you get from Starbucks, but I made it at home with better ingredients. It's healthier. It tastes a lot better, to be honest. And it's just delicious, so I will be sipping on that throughout the video. It is enormous. And other than that, let's get started. Okay, so on the website, it does show there are several different shades for this skin tint. I am in the shade ST3, which says it is very light with neutral cool undertones, which I think is accurate because I don't think I am strictly cool undertone. I think that I do have some neutral. It's just covered up with a lot of redness because of my rosacea. And you will see I have rosacea all down my chest, like I mentioned before, and my cheeks, and back of my arms I have some rosacea. It's just what my situation is. But there are 27 different shades for this, which is, I think that's amazing. And it says it is an award-winning tinted serum with light, dewy coverage, mineral SPF, and active levels of skincare ingredients. And it says to apply to clean bare skin after depositing it into the palm of your hands. Apply to skin like a serum. So we're going to do just that. My hands are clean. I just had a shower. I put on my skincare already about 5 minutes ago, so it's already all sunk in. I'm not going to put on an SPF today because this does have SPF in it, and I don't think that's necessary to have both. But I am going to prime. Because of it being a super dewy serum, I do want to prime so it doesn't just slip all over my face. So today I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Face Enriched Primer, the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Tiny little bit. This kind of just acts like a moisturizer as well. Just gives a little bit of moisture to the face. And I think something for the foundation or the serum to grab onto. Okay, so let's shake this up and apply a little bit into the palm of my hands like it says. I'm going to apply it to my fingertips. I'm not going to put it in the palm of my hand. I'm just going to take a little bit, maybe half of a dropper, rub it together. I hate using my hands to do my makeup. It just feels icky. It still is a very light coverage, and it is very dewy. So my skin is pretty glowy right now. It does come on, I read on the ingredient on the website there, that it's supposed to come on light so you can see where the SPF is spreading, and then as it dries, it will dry down to the shade that you chose. And I do see that because it is already darkening up and the whiteness from the sunscreen is dissipating. So now that I applied it with my fingers, I like that a lot more than I did with the beauty sponge. Although it doesn't really cover up very much, it does look nice and hydrating, but it does kind of stick to spots that I have that are super dry. Like right there, you can kind of tell it's stuck right there. And I have moisturized a lot and used a lot of hydrating products, but it still seems to stick to that. But around my nose looks pretty good. Nothing noticeable or different there. And it does dry down pretty quickly. It has a little bit of a stick right now, but I don't think it's too bad. I'm sure it will dry a little bit more. But yes, very light coverage, if really any coverage at all. It just kind of gives a wash of, I wouldn't say a blurring effect because it's not blurring anything whatsoever, but I would say you can tell something is there, but not enough for it to actually cover anything that you want it to cover. You can still see my redness poking through, but it just looks more radiant. I'm going to see if I can build this up just a little bit, just in the center of my cheeks. We're going to see if it will move around the product underneath, or if it will kind of just build on top. And it does seem to be fine when you add a little bit more. Nothing is like picking up and moving from underneath. It just kind of sits on top and melts all together. But again, pretty sticky, very glowy. Like I kind of feel a little bit too glowy. So on this very rare occasion, I will set down with a powder just to take away some of the shine. I love a glowy, dewy foundation, but I don't want to look super shiny all day long. And I will have to do some errands today. I'm going to take my middle child to skating and my oldest has cheer, so I don't really want to be glowing and have just like super oily looking skin. I hate makeup on my hands. It just drives me crazy. I hate things on my hands. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes now. It's been about 5 minutes and I've let it set down a little bit. And I'll be honest, you guys, it does not look good. I'm kind of itchy. Like I feel like a kind of a burning sensation and I'm kind of itchy. And every dry spot that I had, you can see it very noticeably. It looks like a layer of kind of like highlighter over my dry spots while still accentuating my dry spots. I'm not sure if you can see. I'll turn my light down a little bit so you can kind of see better. Just on my forehead, right there in the middle, and around my nose, you can kind of see just dry patches. It does not look that great. It just looks greasy and like it's not set down and like it didn't really blend very well. I mean, it doesn't look the worst I've seen. I've seen a lot worse. Like a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury products make my skin like this no matter what I use with them. It's just something in their ingredients do not work well with my skin. I'm going to take the Giorgio Armani Silk Compact in the shade 2, which is the lightest color that they carry, and just use an hourglass powder brush and just set down a little bit of this to take away some of the shine and see if maybe that will make it look a little bit better. I'm not going to use very much powder because I really don't like to use a lot of powder, but it does take down that shine that was right in my forehead right there. Looks a lot better. But again, like those dry spots all over my forehead, and my forehead's not dry. My forehead is actually very oily, and I get a lot of breakouts on my forehead because of it being so oily. I think I just sweat a lot. I'm just a very sweaty person, and when I sweat, it's usually for a long period of time. I'm usually working out, or I'm at work, or I'm just like super busy with the kids and don't notice because it's just the way it is, and it just sits there and causes me to have breakouts. But as of right now, that's what it looks like. It doesn't look the greatest, but it doesn't look awful. It just looks, oily, but glowy, and I have dry spots. So it's not the best. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and come back with the finished look. And then again, I will check in before I go to bed. It is 1:20 right now, so I will check in around 11 p.m. just to get a full day of wear so you can see what it looks like if it's still even on my face at that time. But I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I finished the rest of my makeup before I came out here. I put on some bronzer and some blush and some eyeshadow and some mascara. You can kind of see, excuse the construction behind me, we're building a lot of new houses in our neighborhood, but you can kind of see the dry spots on my face. It just does not look good. For something that claims to be very hydrating and dewy and glowy, my skin just does not look that good right now. I'm not very happy with it at the moment. I mean, with the whole face together, it does not look that bad. It's very bright out here. It was 7 degrees yesterday and now it's 25 degrees. It's just insane. I'm in a tank top, but I will check in again before I go to bed to see what the final thoughts are and if it kind of set down to be a little nicer. Right now it is set down completely, but I'm wondering the more I wear it, if maybe my natural skin oils will make it look a little bit less dry. And I will see you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm sad to say it is now 3:18, so I've only had the foundation serum skin tint on for an hour and a half, but my face was so itchy and burned for the last hour that I had to take it off. So I washed my face. I put on a lot of deep hydrating moisturizing products to try to make my skin feel better, and I've noticed, I'm actually curious now, because when I tried this foundation last month, I also had little red bumps all over my face the next day. I thought maybe it was just my skincare, but now that I've worn this foundation, I wore it 2 days ago, and then I tried it again today with my fingers, and the same thing. I feel like I have little pimples on my forehead now that were not there before I wore this. So now I'm curious if it was actually this or if it was something else, but it's kind of a coincidence that it happened again. So unfortunately, the Ilia skin tint is going to be a no for me, and I don't really recommend it for anybody who has dry skin. I think that this would be good for somebody who maybe has normal skin without hormonal acne, without dry spots, without any skin issues. So you need to have perfect skin, I believe, in order for this to look good on you. And I felt like when I was in my car driving to get something from Walmart, I noticed in the mirror that even my makeup on top of the skin tint did not look that good. I wore my Westman Atelier bronzer stick and the blush stick, which usually look really good on my face. And when I looked in my car mirror, it did not look that good. It kind of looked like the blush picked up some of the foundation, and it was kind of patchy on the sides of my face. So this is going to be a pass for me, which is unfortunate because it's past my return date for Sephora, or I would actually return this if I would have done this review a little bit sooner and realized that it was what was causing problems to my skin. So that's it today. It's unfortunate because I always like products that are not heavy and that have an SPF. Like this product sounds like it'd be perfect for me. It's serum, it has SPF, it says it's hydrating with niacinamide and squalene and hyaluronic acid. So it sounds like it would be perfect. It just was not perfect for my skin. Maybe I just have more dry skin than usual and some spots that I didn't know were super dry, but again, I don't really know what I could have done to help it any more than what I already did. So that is it for today's video. I actually just got my Victoria Beckham makeup in the mail just now. So I'm going to play with that a little bit and maybe I'll do a review with that and post that in a couple days. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.